Oh.
That's not how that works.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Shadowdark, Wanderings into the Dark. I have to push a button. There we go.
Push buttons.
The button that has my character on it. Since I might as well just start on screen. Surprise! Let's do a round of introductions. We're currently missing Grace, who is off doing fun things, and we will see them next time. I think. Maybe. We will see.
Possibly.
And Sid will hopefully be joining us here shortly. While we wait, why don't we do some introductions? Tim.
There's some that call him Tim.
There are some who call me Tim. Yeah, I am Tim. Hear me roar. I am playing... Not sure where the roar came from. I'm a ninja. I'm playing not that halfling. I'm playing Odd Turnock, a halfling. I'm just gonna say ninja because I don't know how to pronounce the class name. But I kill things. That's what I do.
Hooray! Who'd you like to pass it over to?
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna sling it back to you, Jeremy. Who's your character?
Hey. My character is a mystery so far. But you'll get to meet them here soon. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but yeah, I'm Jeremy. You can find me here on this channel. Also at the socials that I'm going to throw into the chat. At WH Pubs pretty much everywhere. And let's head on down to Maz territory. How's it going, Maz?
Welcome to Mazland. Hello, everyone. My name is Maz, and this is my face. You can find me all over the internet as Mazface. And you can't find me anywhere else. Please don't perceive me.
Don't look at me!
I don't know what else we're supposed to say. Maz, my pronouns are they, them. I live in New York. I like music. That's what we got.
Who's your character?
Brian. Oh, who's my character? I asked you what I was missing. I am playing Cal Thorpe, or Cal, and Cal Thorne. I'm tired. We're off to a great start. Everyone's like, Maz is nuts. Why do we play with them? And Dragonborn Pit Fighter level 2, and the only tall person I'm living vicariously because I'm 5'2".
Real quick, so how many pits has Cal Thorne defeated?
Well, that's
Brian!
Talk about it. Brian!
Brian, tell us about yourself, and then save us
Tell
from
us about the
ourselves.
pitch you fought, Brian.
Well, I just invented a new monster,
Right?
The roaming pit that making an appearance in this continent.
Do you remember that playtest we did? Do you remember the playtest that we did that had the hairy pit?
Yes.
Oh no! No!
It was fantastically gross.
All right, I have to cancel the stream because I have to go make some monsters. Anyway, hi everyone, I'm Brian. You can find me on DriveThru under Hectic Press. I have a couple things released there and maybe on the DM's Guild still, possibly. And today we're going to torture the players and see if they can survive another round of the dark.
Just for the record, I don't have a backup character.
Well, we have a generator.
Right?
That is really fast.
I'm gonna open that up now.
I should have made one. I'll make one next session, assuming I don't die.
Oh, and you haven't already. Log in the Roll20.
Right. That's also a thing. So prepared today. Everybody thinks Mass is the most professional. Jeremy's like, I'm never having this person on my channel again now.
All right. All right. So last we met, you had decided to jump through a portal that appeared in a crumbling burial chamber as a lich-like creature was reviving, and you stole their cube. If I remember correctly, I believe Sid's character grabbed the cube. Is that Girl's reality?
Yes. Grace has notes because I didn't do that. Which
Yes,
is
Grace.
Not,
Very good.
That's very unlike me.
It was very good
to
notes.
not have meticulous notes. I'm looking for them. But I don't think anything specifically significant happened other than us stealing the cube.
Okay. No one died, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as you go through the portal, you end up in an area it's dark. Night is out. The stars are shining. You hear waves, and you smell the sea. And there's a cool breeze coming through the moonlit night. But nearby, you see a tower that is cutting the horizon. It is faintly glowing, but you can't see the means by which it's glowing. And you hear some loud arguing, but it's in a kind of bubbly, gurgly language that you don't quite ever recall hearing. But you can't really see anybody because you're kind of at the bottom of this towards the bottom of this hill next to the beach, and there's an incline up towards the tower.
You said we're on an island or the tower, right?
Yep. Yeah, and you guys should be able to see that on Roll20, just kind of lay out.
On the left, where that mass on the bottom left corner.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Just ignore the right-hand side for now. I was too lazy to put Fog of War on.
That's fine. I'm not. Yeah, I kind of figured. Cal. I know my own character's name is fine. Cal's ears are immediately up, and he's automatically on alert and suspicious of noises he doesn't recognize, and noise in general, because he doesn't like it and trusts no one.
Excellent. Jeremy, your character. I should have said this too. You guys noticed there's a new member standing on the beach with you that wasn't with you previously.
Oi!
Did I come through the portal?
Did you?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm dusting myself off. There's like bits of gravel and dust that have fallen on me as the place that you all came from was crumbling behind you, and you just left people in this place without looking around at all to see if anyone was behind you. You see what looks like a large, maybe twig or branch or tree or something, but it's wearing clothes and it has a staff, and there's a glowing lantern hanging from its belt.
There's a scimitar at your back.
What the hell happened?
Right, I could ask you the same question.
I was just going around minding my own business and the walls started falling down. Why?
Right. Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you, Mike? Where are you, Mike? Mike Wazowski, where are you?
What?
A little chameleon appears on my shoulder, having blended in with the cowl that I'm wearing. Oh, there you are, Mike. Good, I'm glad you're safe. Maz's face makes this so worth it.
Because I'm writing the notes, so Grace knows exactly the chaos that she gets to come back to. Oh, and Sid as well. Sid's gonna be...
Oh, man.
Anywho, right, again, I ask you...
Oh, what did you ask me?
Who the bloody hell are you?
Oh, I'm Hoosbrith. Who are you?
Who's breath?
Oh, my name isn't showing up on the overlay. Hang on.
Your nipples right now.
My name is Hoosrelf. This is Mike Wazowski. He's my friend.
Right.
Who's wealth?
Right.
I feel like I need an axe instead of a sword.
Oh, why? Oh, where did this sword come from?
Well, I wasn't sure if you were. I'm still not sure what you are.
I'm... Who's else?
How did you get here?
I came through the portal's gone. I came through the portal that you ran through. I saw you run through it after you caused that destruction that was bringing down my house.
Stop. You were your house.
Yeah, I lived
You lived there.
Well, not that specific room, no. But I couldn't make it back to my room. Now I gotta figure, where in the heck are we?
Why were you living there?
No.
Why wouldn't I live there? There's no HOA. I don't need to worry about home insurance and other regulations.
I kneel down next to Tim. And I just kind of, my head is here and your head is here. And I'm not like this, but...
Yeah.
Right. What the bloody hell is he talking about? Like, what?
Odd's mouth is hanging open. It's slack jawed at this point, and he's just.
I think your halfling's broken.
Okay, right. Don't talk about my mate like that.
Oh,
You don't talk about my crew.
He's letting all the flies in.
What are you? We're outside in case you haven't bloody
right.
noticed.
That's why you usually
We're
close your
open our
mouth.
All right. You know what? I'm done. This is crazy enough. Where are the others? Did they come through the portal?
Oh, were there others?
Well, shoot.
I could send Mike Wazowski to find them.
Well, okay. Now, I'm going
The other two are laying on the beach, apparently unconscious.
Well, they're right there. See, I found them for you.
I was just gonna.
I didn't know that you didn't knock them unconscious. Sorry.
Right. No, I
Go
think.
on.
Are you? Are they an illusion, and you're just trying to throw us off from the fact that you are two kobolds stacked together?
It's got a point, mate.
You know, I have no proof that I'm not two kobolds stacked together. I've never actually checked before.
Right, are you like a walking tree?
Yes.
Okay. It's fine.
Do
Weird.
do kobolds turn into trees when you stack them?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. We've got two kobolds here, don't we? Isn't that what these are?
Yeah, but I don't feel like I'm not comfortable putting
I'm
them
comfortable
on top of
doing
each
it.
other. No, I think we'll just leave them in the sand.
No, odds, we won't! Just leave them in the sand!
As you guys are contemplating the fabric of reality and what to do with your compatriots, you hear towards the top of the hill the arguing reaching a heightened level.
Oh, the arguing in like a gobbledygook we don't understand?
Yep.
Or
Then
our
definitely-
arguing disturbing the peace?
Whose argument is louder?
You're actually they're able to hear you're able to hear them a lot better than yourselves right now.
Oh.
What's that noise? I'm having a hard time hearing your words.
I've already started walking away towards the noise.
Oh, I guess we're going to find out.
Well, hey, hang on. I'll be right there. Odd's gonna go.
I should probably haul somebody over my shoulder.
Well, before you can, Odd scurries over to the kobolds and like buries them in the sand up to their head, so they'll be safe.
Oh, are you doing funeral rites for them? Here,
No,
let
it's
me
for
help.
when they wake up. It's to keep them warm. while they're
Usually we
unconscious.
burn our dead where I come from. Do you want to burn them?
No.
What if the tide comes in? Have you ever been by water before?
Yeah, have you ever been
Hal's
by
a
water
former
before?
shipwright, so,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he's mad.
Odd's like, what's a tide?
kobold, it goes out, and then it comes up, forget it. So he just digs up both the
I mean,
kobolds and hauls them both over his shoulder. Are you coming?
It's just water. It'll just be fine. Give him a bath. Right? 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 Am I?
Chances are they'd wake up before, drowning.
Yeah.
You
Like-
know.
Chances are.
Remember that I chose you to be on this party.
But
I'm starting to regret that choice.
Are you adventurers?
no, we're on a job.
We're salesmen. What do you think?
That explains a lot about you destroying my home and leaving me homeless without any kind of recompense or.
Well,
Mm.
well, if you want recompense, what is recompense?
That's it's where you pay me back for destroying my home.
Oh, well, that wasn't your home. That was a drafty old tomb.
Right, that I was living in because there was no rent.
Squatting in.
Oh. I would squat sometimes, yes.
He does that. It's just it's like a moment of like sheer chaos and it. Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Mm.
Is Wilf? He turns around and looks at both of you with the kobolds just on his shoulders like sacks of potatoes. If that was your home,
Mm.
and you heard us mucking about, why didn't you say nothing to us?
We were home invaders. I didn't know what you were doing.
I mean, he has a point.
Killed by a knight statue?
I mean, I didn't decorate the place.
You were living
Fair.
in a roommate. There was a
My roommates
He
were
turns
very
around and
quiet.
keeps
It was
going, "I didn't do
nice.
anything."
Your roommates were dead.
Yes, it was very nice.
Just trudging up the mountain.
There's, you know, Cal. There's nothing in his argument that I can find fault in.
What's that noise?
And he shouts down from midway up towards these voices, "What do you think I'm trying to find out? Are you coming or what?"
Yeah. Why don't
I
I go first
suppose.
since you're clomping around on your big
Cal
feet
is so cranky.
and making a racket? Why don't I go first and sneak up there and find out? You know, since your hands are full and your mouth is
Oh.
loud.
Do you want me to carry the kobolds?
I'm just gonna scout, okay? You two just figure yourselves out, and I'm gonna scout.
Okay.
Please.
Do you
find
have a
us one.
house?
Do
Do
I
you-
have a house?
Yeah,
What
do
I
you need a
mean?
roommate? I don't have a house any longer.
I mean, don't look at me. My bed is small.
I live on a boat, mate.
Oh, I've never lived on a boat with
You're
someone
not living
before.
on my boat. You're not living on my boat.
Come on, just a couple nights.
Listen, sorry about your house, right?
Thank
I'm
you.
Irish now. But what I can't and won't do is give you a place to live with me. Can I find you a place later? Maybe. But right
Mm,
now,
Yeah.
we're somewhere we're not supposed to be.
Oh, we're not
on a
supposed to
job.
be here?
No!
Why?
We're on a job!
What kind of job are you on? Can I help?
Job's already done. We just need to get back.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
good. We're good with the job's over.
Job, yeah. I just
But-
want to go home.
You just stay
and get
here.
paid.
I'll go look at whatever's going on up there.
You know, if you didn't have those kobolds, you'd make more money. You know that? But if you had me, you'd make just a little less money, but more than if you had the two kobolds, because
Well,
that's how
run
math
this-
works.
Run this by me again. If we didn't have the kobolds, we'd make less money. How does that
No,
happen?
No, you
more
make
mo-
more money.
More money is
Because
what
you
he
just
said.
split it between the three of us.
You're not getting money for our job. You didn't do anything.
I can help you get home.
Can you?
Yeah.
And you're just telling us this now? Well, how? Would love to hear this.
Well,
I'm
we'll
still
have to
walking
find
up the
out
mountain.
how, but I can help with that.
Right. Okay.
Good. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Right.
I'm sneaking
your
off
hands,
now.
yes, work,
Bye.
right.
That's very
Oh.
My lord.
that's
Your
very
friend
gracious of you
disappeared.
to offer to help with skills you don't have yet.
Yeah. So Odd is sneaking away into the shadows.
Okay.
And I just keep bickering with Israel as we're walking up the hill.
Here, you should let me carry one of those.
It's fine, mate. I carried heavier.
It's
Alright.
our
Appreciate
day.
the offer. Yeah.
It's actually
it's
not a
armed
bad
it. It's
idea
fine.
because
Okay.
if someone tries to shoot you with arrows, it'll hit them first. It's a good idea.
You're mean, and I don't like it.
So
I thought I was
Odd.
the cranky one of the bunch. Jeez.
As you get to the top of the hill, over by the tower, you see 4 fish-like creatures and a kind of medium height brown skin individual with a red cloak, robes on, several necklaces on. His fingers are full of rings, and they're talking back and forth in this like bubbly language. And there's a sack in between them, a very large sack. And the fish-like creatures are pointing to it, and the mage is shaking his head back and forth. Not well, he looks like a mage, but you don't know what he really is, right? So, but he's very flashy, and he points at his bag, and they hold their hands out.
Okay.
Does
Right.
anyone speak fish?
Oh, how did you sneak up on me?
It's fine.
Gosh, Cal, I swear, you're like a typhoon that just appears.
I'll just leave then. And he just goes back to bickering with Else before he down the hill.
Trees and fish. What the hell's going on today? Odd turns around and goes back to the other two. All right, so here's.
Oh,
here's-
geez, where'd you come from?
Yeah, I know. It happens.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, he does that.
So we've got fish and a guy wearing you know the robe that Grace picked up that she really liked.
Who's Grace?
That's the kobold in red.
Oh, hi, Grace.
She's unconscious.
But she says hello anyway.
Right. Anyway, right. So there's a man wearing a better robe version up there, and he's rich.
Is he now?
Lots of gold on the fingers and on the neck. Mm-hmm.
I found that rich people tend to not know where they're going, and they're always asking for instructions, so I don't think this person's going to be much help.
No, but this is the kind of person wearing a robe from a place where they like tortured people and killed people and things.
Oh,
Well, this is a different style of robe, but yes.
Do I know that?
Yeah. I mean, it depends if you're simplifying. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm simplifying. It's still red, so it's a
Still
red.
very much.
They're both red, so it's a better one. But
well, red is, when you're torturing people, it helps to hide the blood.
Hildred, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, I was living in that tomb.
Not where do you live, what do you do?
Well, that was pretty much what I was doing.
was living.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
existing in a tomb?
I was growing
Arbitrarily?
mushrooms, my own food source. That's all gone now. Thanks to you.
So you're homeless and starving.
Yeah.
Okay, adventurers.
Well, all right. I don't know. Do we do we attack the the fish people?
No, I don't want to keep attacking random people because they might help us get home.
Right, but they might try to eat us.
And about
I
the time
look
you
at the
say
size
that,
of the fishmen, and then I look at the size of me, and I'm like, I don't really think that's going to be a problem.
But you would feed them for several days.
right? So as you all are worried about fighting and eating things, the guy in the red robe notices you standing at the top of the hill. It's like, you there,
Oh, you
No.
speak common?
come join us. And the fishmen turn and they take a defensive stance, like they're shocked that anybody else was behind them.
Right.
Yeah, alright, hello.
I don't
Yeah.
know why you look surprised. We weren't being very stealthy. Well, I wasn't being very stealthy.
Right, hello. I'm Cal. It's Odd. This is Hazelrelf. Who's Ralph? His something. We're lost. We live here.
Yes, I live here.
Right, so where are we then?
Oh,
We
it's
don't
nice
live here.
that you
He
have
doesn't
a
live anywhere
home.
now.
Also, where is
bathroom?
more importantly, man, where is here?
That one. That's a good question.
Oh, we're in islands in the Northern Sea.
The what now?
The Northern Sea.
Oh,
Um,
ooh.
do I know where that is?
No, you've never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Okay,
It's the one
cool.
south of where you're from.
Yeah.
Just to be confusing.
He goes, maybe you could come over here, good strangers, and help me settle an argument I'm having with my compatriots here.
Right, that's not suspicious at all.
You know.
I
Fine.
feel like I want to
Sure.
insight check this guy.
Cal is nonplussed.
You could do a wisdom check if you would like,
Sure.
Husser Ilf.
That would be a 21.
Wow.
Let's go.
What are you trying to determine?
Kind of getting a feel for intentions there.
You kind of feel like he's kind of like giving you fast talker vibes.
I think I'm okay over here. I like you further away.
Right. What's the argument?
Well, my friends here have brought me some fine bottom of the ocean fauna here that I'm going to use, and they're trying to change the terms of payment on me now.
Okay. What's
Right.
fauna?
It's like plants, like him, and points to Elizabeth.
Yeah, I'm a flora.
Plants that
Kinda
grow in the
both.
water. Right, can I have a look?
Wait. So what? Why are they called? Why are you called fauna? I thought you had like a name.
No, right, you asked what fauna
Right.
is. It's plants
Right.
that grow in the water.
Oh.
Yeah? Right?
what do we-
Hello, are you here with me?
Yeah. But what do we call then plants that grow outside the water?
Also fauna.
Okay, that's just confusing.
Laura?
I'm what's considered a florana. I'm kind of both.
Can I look at your plants? You realize how weird that is to say right off the bat, and just lets him roll off of it.
Okay. As you open the bag and look into it, the fish people start looking back and forth, but they don't make any movement.
Do I recognize anything in the bag as somebody who works in the ocean often?
Yeah, there are some creatures that are similar to what you've seen, but you've never seen exactly these kinds of creatures. There's tentacles in there, and there's like
Oh, so they're like
kelp and
sea
seaweed.
creatures, not just plants. Okay, interesting. Well, what are you trying to do with this?
Oh, these are great. You dry them out and you powder them up. They make really great enchanting agents and
Right,
reagents
for
for
spells,
elixirs.
potions, right? Magic stuff.
Yes,
Okay.
but I will not be overcharged.
what are they? What's the change in the deal there?
They said they want double of what I'm paying them.
What are
Why?
what are you paying them?
He looks around. You know, shiny things, things they don't see every day.
What, like
Why? What? That doesn't
Like
sound
rocks?
Like that sounds like
Yeah, I
bargaining.
mean, you could call them rocks, but they call them jewelry.
oh,
Oh, right. Okay. That's
what do
fine.
fish things want with
You don't
with
listen. You
jewelry?
can't just call someone fish thing. What?
They're fish. I don't know what to call them. They're fish.
Right, you fish.
They just kind of look at you all like they don't understand you.
Wait. Let me try something. I remember my aunt did this once. Do you know what we're saying?
No, it doesn't matter if you speak louder.
You need
Talking
to talk
louder, yelling at them is
slower
not-
and louder.
Just the guy that's been in the robes. He says, "My name is Zadric. It'll be easier
right.
for the GM to refer to me if you know my name."
I tried that. I introduced us.
And he says something to the fish people in fish, and and they kind of like relax a little bit, but they still are pointing to the bag that he has, his payment bag.
Blub
And
blub.
they kind of make this like motion of like taller.
Right. I'm sorry to say, gents. We can't help you. We don't live here. We're not from here. We're not supposed to be here, really. Can you help us leave?
Wait, I got an idea. Cedric, whatever your name is. You said blub blub, and they like chilled a little bit. So what if you say blub blub blub?
But slower and louder.
That maybe.
You know how rude it is to just assume someone's going to be able to understand what you're saying. Based on talking slower. If it's still a different language, it doesn't matter.
But if you're clear enough, like it gets through most of the time.
Make lots of hand gestures.
That works.
I mean, my aunt did it all the time with the whatever, like
Did she?
the other, like that thing that she
Honestly,
had.
that just proves my point. Right, I've had enough of this. Cedric,
Yes,
we'd like to leave.
you would like to leave.
Yeah.
I might be able to help you with that. Let me conclude this business, and I will invite you in for a spot of tea.
So, okay. I got another idea. They want double payment, right?
That's essentially the gist of it, yes.
So you should tell them for double payment, they got to produce double
The product.
the product.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that too. Unfortunately, they know what they have. Let me try this. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, they shake their heads. And then they start walking off towards the sea.
What happened there?
What was that?
Oh, I had just told them that if they didn't accept the terms, that you would eat them.
Oh,
That's fine, probably. I don't really.
I mean,
eat
do they taste good?
fish. I don't eat fish.
I've never tried them.
I feel like they just. I mean, I've had salmon once. That was pretty good. I'm pretty sure it was salmon.
I'm pretty sure.
Right. So here's the thing. Right. Sorry, hang on a tick.
Right. What
Okay.
Cal's trying to say is we just went through something weird and crazy, and then we jumped through a portal, and then the portal put us here, wherever the Northern Sea is.
So where? Oh, you don't know where the Northern Sea is?
No,
Are you not?
mate,
Are
we
you not
don't.
travelers of your world?
Well, I mean, depends on what you mean by know where the North Sea is. I don't know.
All right, we're mercenaries of a sort.
Well, I
Sort.
mean, kind
Yes.
of.
Of a sort.
You've never
Yeah.
traveled the sea?
No.
I have many times on a shipwright, but not this one. I've never heard of it.
Well, across the bay there is the cursed lands of Nisus.
Am I recognizing any of this?
No, not at all. Not even like
Never heard
hints.
of it. Can I spout out a couple of different areas from where I'm from and just be like,
Uh-huh.
is it anywhere near this? Is it right? How far is it from here?
I've never heard of those locations.
All right, so this is my problem, yeah? Right? You've never heard of that, and that's where I live, and I've never heard of this, and that's where you live. Do you understand my problem? We're not supposed to be here.
I thought that was just a teleportation circle down there. I didn't realize it was.
Apparently, it's a realm's door.
Wait a minute. What do you mean a realm door?
Right, so one of those things either teleports you from point A to point B, right, to the north to the south, and sometimes they send you other places.
Yes. This tracks. This
I've only heard
it
of
certainly
it.
has that capability of taking you from one realm to the next.
So what you're saying is
But I thought that was
we're in other place now.
Right. I thought that was just like a magic person thing.
Well, welcome to the cursed worlds.
Oh, right. It's the
That's not
curse, is
okay.
it? Oh, it's like no.
No.
Right.
Wait,
So-
I thought you said that was the cursed land, and he points across the bay.
Oh yes, that's just one spot. That's the most cursed spot. It's a long story. Why don't you all come in? We'll have a spot of tea. You can ask me questions. I can ask you questions. I can take care of my bounty that I got from those creatures.
Right. Just on the off chance, because I might have angered people before in my lifetime. When you threatened that we would eat them, did they leave to come back and bring an army?
Oh no, these are just simple merchants.
Oh,
Most likely there'll be no repercussions.
okay.
I just might have to pay them more on my next transaction.
Honestly, mate, that sounds like a you problem.
But
We're not
digging
solving
rocks,
the our problem.
digging rocks sucks. So
That's your tower.
that is my tower.
It's
And
nice.
this is my island.
Are you looking for a roommate? I'm recently homeless.
Oh, that's
This-
unfortunate. What happened?
It's
Well-
our fault. It's fine. We did it.
No, it's not our fault. It's faulty architecture.
We didn't know he was living there. It was an old decrepit tomb.
Right. It was ready to fall down, and
Whoa, wait a minute. You guys are Tomb Raiders?
They
No.
are.
explorers.
No, we were on a job.
If you're explorers,
They're
show me your map.
mercenaries. They
We
do
were on
things.
a
They do
job.
horrible things like kick people out of their houses for
You guys
money.
didn't know us.
I think we had a map. Did we not have a map?
We haven't. Yeah, and I rummaged through. No, that's a different game.
Well, no matter. Please come in. I will be a hospitable host, and you may find respite here, and we can maybe figure out together.
That's good because they need a hospital. Yeah.
Hospital?
They're fine.
Well, you
No,
said
they're not fine.
you said hospital host.
Hospitality is not the same as a hospital.
Okay. Well, You know what? I'm more than a little confused with seas and north stuff. So let's get inside. so my head stops
Oh,
spinning.
fine.
Okay.
Well, it's fine. I'll explain it to you later.
So yeah,
All right.
this so on the outside, this tower is about 10 feet across, and when you walk inside, you step into a room that is like easily 2 or 3 times bigger than that.
Oh, you
And,
got lots of room in this place.
And there's spiral stairs that go up around the edges. He's like, just follow me. It's on the 3rd floor where we can chat. And up you go.
You know, I don't mean to like question you or anything as we're walking up the stairs, but like, you're like magic, right?
I'm not like magic. I am magic.
Okay. Well, I mean,
And he shows his fingers.
okay, cool.
Oh, I can do that too. What?
Oh, you must
No.
be magic too.
Well, I'm not magic, but I'm wondering why, if you're magic, like stairs, like why don't you just like float?
A strong body is key to a strong mind. Or is it the other way around? Either way,
Yeah, I don't know.
the person who built this felt that it was important that I use my leg-like things every now and then.
I mean, I guess if you
Leg
got
day's
them, use them.
important. I hate leg day. I get it. That's important.
I'm just kind of like,
Besides, magic isn't there to be frivolously used.
No.
It's there to change fates and conquer the universe. I mean,
Yeah, conquer the universe. Is that
I mean,
your thing?
is there a reason you want to conquer a bunch of cursed land?
well, what I'm trying to
Are
do.
you the one that cursed the land in the first
No, not at all.
That would
was-
be a feat.
Insight check, please.
place? Yeah, really. I think I'm also gonna do it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I think
Well, too bad it's not D&D. There is
Oh.
no insight. The
Okay.
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
wisdom, yeah.
I got a 7 on that one.
Also got a
Balls.
7 plus. I have
Odd.
8.
Odd got an 18.
Hey.
Nice.
At least somebody did well.
Yeah,
Right.
you think he's a bit of an odd duck, but doesn't really give you like creeper vibes.
Right.
Okay.
Have there been
Not
other
really.
rooms as we've been walking up these stairs?
Have you what?
Are there any other rooms as we've been walking up the stairs?
Nope.
Wow.
I think as we're going up the stairs, he does end up handing who's Ralph, one of the kobolds.
Oh, what am I supposed to do with this?
You volunteered to carry one. If you
Oh,
can't do it,
I didn't
now
realize
don't
that's what I
do
was
it.
volunteering for, but okay.
I was just being polite.
Hey,
Fine.
I just-
he takes him back.
I know, I
Hey.
just wanted one, but if you want me to carry it, that's fine.
What do you mean you wanted one, mate?
Well, I've never raised a kobold before.
We're not children.
oh, all right.
Oh,
I mean,
why
I
are
get
they
it.
so short? Like that one, isn't that a child?
I'm 57 years old, dude.
We all age mentally at different rates. I understand.
that's-
They're just small.
Literally how old I am. Like,
Yeah.
He's got children, mate. Right, you've got children, don't you?
yeah, I mean,
Children having
That's why he's an
children.
adventurer.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
there's only one reason I'm out here. I mean, it actually it's kind of
Here, let me
been-
carry the
it's been
kobold.
kind of nice actually. When, you know,
I'm younger than he is.
Burp the
Like,
kobold.
He's older than me and shorter.
So as you're going up the stairs, there's not really a floor separating you from
This one
where
needs
you
its
started.
diapers changed.
So you get about 3 stories up, and the spiral staircase ends at a door that
Ah.
opens up into like essentially a feast hall. In the main room, off to the
Ah.
sides are like carpets that are designating like different sitting areas, and there's like bookcases here, and there's a table with like, alchemy kinds of things.
So
wow.
it's basically like an alchemist's office or lab.
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
Please sit around the feast table. We will shortly bring out some refreshments.
We got someone else here.
Well, just me and my invisible servants.
What?
Hey, I can do that trick too. It's really not that special.
You what?
Be invisible.
No, that's not. No, it was. Sure, yeah, that makes
Like
sense.
what?
Right.
Are you
You
looking
have-
for a job? I could always use a chamberlain.
Well, no, I'm just wondering. Is it just halflings that serve you? That feels kind of. I'm not gonna say. Just. I'm not gonna say it seems bad, but
Do
it doesn't seem
halflings
good.
work for free in your world?
No.
No, they
Oh,
got paid
what a
to
pity.
ruin my house.
What a pity.
Wait, are there halflings in? Oh, whoa! Are there halflings in this world?
Yes, there are, as a matter of fact, many.
Okay, you gotta. You gotta.
Oh, the Dragonborn.
Sure.
In my travels, I've only met a couple like you. So,
Less chance. Okay.
at least in this realm.
Now just be honest with me. On a scale of 1 to 10, the halflings in your world. Cherubic versus gorgeous.
Really, mate?
What?
That's
What?
what you're thinking about right now.
What?
Are you planning on staying here?
No. Well,
Right.
I'm not planning anything because I don't know how I got here.
Sounds like
Other
he's
than
planning the site only halflings. So,
Do you have something stronger than two, mate?
yes, I have many things. And so
you
he
have mulch.
claps his hands, and trays of drink start floating out to the tables.
Oh,
that's a neat
I
trick.
can do fluids, yeah. If you have mulch,
sorry,
that'd be
like,
great.
did you
Otherwise,
say-
it takes me a long time to absorb things.
There's
like-
wines, whiskeys,
Solid.
teas, pretty much anything you can imagine.
Beautiful. He has a huge tankard of beer, huge pint of beer. Just
There's no pints, just glasses that are 3 pints.
perfect.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Sign us up.
Odd takes one of them and it's like this
Gets
big to
in,
him.
right?
He's like, oh, damn.
They come in 3 pints.
Come on, pints.
I'm getting one.
Well, how do they serve them in your realm?
Smaller than this. Like a lot smaller.
Wow, it sounds like
You can
very
have
shrewd
that
business
much.
people in your area.
Well, you could have that much if you want to, but yeah, you gotta pay for multiple.
Mm. Very good. Well, no paying today. It's on
Also,
the house.
apparently, did you want mulch?
If you have mulch, that'd be great.
Do you have plants for this one to eat? Because apparently that's what he eats. And not the ones you just bought. Don't feed those to him, please.
Well, those haven't been mulched yet. And he hands the bag out, and the bag kind of drifts off into the kitchen area. Because I'm sure we could whip something up for your friends here.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Please have a seat around the table. And
I
as
could
you
swim in this. Oh my god.
as you eat, as you sit down,
Can we get some
platters
more?
of like hors d'oeuvres start to float out and
I hand
land
you
on
an
the table.
empty, smaller glass,
Okay.
so you can just dip.
Do you have a straw?
Right.
So there's food now. That's excellent.
So there's food and drink.
You
Well,
live,
let's see about getting you all home.
You live here by yourself. And your-
Occasionally,
Your
I'll have
invisible servants.
occasionally I'll have people that I know, but I haven't had anyone here for at least 50 years. There's like huts and stuff just behind the tower that researchers and whatnot before the land was cursed would stay there.
Right. So about this curse, how that happen? And you started eating grapes.
Well, it started, a while back, several centuries, a blight came to the lands. It was a demonic incursion, and they took ownership and possession of the lands, and have essentially, over the past 3 centuries, killed all of the civilization that was there. And I have been researching how we can expel this curse, the foothold they have in our realm.
You're saying demons are here now?
The essence of them, yes, the very powerful alien intelligences are still roaming the lands. They have infected the flora and the fauna. They have twisted.
What is flora then?
Flora would be the trees and the grass and the flowers. The fauna would be the non-planty things.
Oh. You see, Cal, I think sometimes
That's
we're
exactly
off.
what I said.
That's not what you said at all.
Definitely what I said.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, you said.
Well, I don't like to be corrected.
I am a pit fighter.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I'm out. I don't want to fight demons. That's not my. That's so not my thing.
Oh, you should not fight them. You would probably die.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah, I mean,
purview.
Besides, it would be okay to stay on the coast, on this side of the coast. I wouldn't venture into the mountains and beyond, or maybe even the forests, because.
Do you want to fight demons?
No.
Didn't think so.
That incursion was stopped by the valiant efforts of my love, Trilia.
You can't even say her name.
I know. I'm so broken up. I've been searching for her.
Here, hang on. I'll pull out a tissue.
I have been searching for her with no avail. I cannot find her in the realms of the dead nor the realms of the living.
Have you tried looking for her with a veil?
If she's not in the living or the dead, she might be somewhere in between.
Yes, and I have not been able to find it. I've been searching for the past 100 years at least.
Did you look in the portal we came through?
Yeah, I was just gonna say maybe she's in a different place.
Well, she took on the aspect of the demon intelligence, and was that's what stopped the incursion, but not completely. She's lost to me, I fear.
Here's another tissue. Your eyes are watering.
That's rough, mate.
This is why I drink.
Yes.
But now that you're here, there is hope that maybe I can find her in the in-between.
I have a question for you, Cedric.
Yes.
And I kind of talked to him a little bit about what we saw in the tomb and the history that we've kind of concluded based on what we saw, but obviously very fuzzy. And I kind of explained all of that to him, and I asked if it sounds familiar.
It does. Do you remember any inscriptions? Do you remember a name? Because the prophet that came to us was named Giannis.
Giannis, yeah.
But the person that she needed to stop, his true name was Sanaj.
Oh.
Sunaj. Forgive me my accent.
Having lived in the tomb for about 3 weeks, were there any inscriptions about the Sunaj?
Yeah, that was inscribed on the walls and paintings in the second level.
Gotcha. Where
it was the demonic version of the priest.
Of Giannis.
Yep.
So I did see something about that, but I didn't investigate it very much because it gave me bad feelings.
Right, so the theory. Sunaj, Giannis, whatever. Is that part of the curse, then?
Yes, it was Sunaj that had broken the barrier between the realms and opened it wide to the gates of his hell and allowed the incursion to take place.
Okay.
But Trelia stopped it by sacrificing herself, by attacking Sunaj directly. I tried to stop her, but she sacrificed herself.
You said
And the armies were able to push them back but not a single army survived.
You said you were excited that we were here because we could help you with the in-between. What does that mean?
Well, it tells me that since you're here, that circle is not completely dead. I thought it was only able to take me to places on this realm, but it seems it reaches beyond.
No, and I find it interesting, right, that was an tomb dedicated to this Sunaj. It was like it worshipped. And then what? Fine, yes, okay, fine. There was a casket with a dead body in it. Fine. Can I describe what I saw in the casket and see if any of that sounds familiar?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Okay. He goes, Do you describe everything, including the little box thing?
I don't know if I bring up the box just yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just kidding. From what you're describing, and you fully described the body and what it was wearing and everything. Mm-hmm. That does sound like
it matched like the art and stuff on the walls.
That does sound like a lieutenant of Sunaj. He was a powerful mage, and his specialty was the trapping of souls. Like, I don't know what kind of magic's in your world, but in my world, there's things like soul jars that can entrap you, and this person took it to the next level over the next level. He was able to torture you with your consciousness for eternity.
That's terrifying.
Extreme. Goodness gracious.
Would I know anything about magic like that in this realm, like palimpsests or things like that?
I mean, there's the magic in like the realm you came from. Yeah, I mean, there's magic, and some of it is. I guess it really depends on. Did you know any wizards or anything, or are you just kind of relying on the folklore?
I made tricks for everybody, yeah.
Right. So there are powerful mages where you come from.
Yeah. I think I'd tell him, like, look, there's light magic, there's dark magic. I don't know of anybody in our history that was known for specifically doing that, but I can't imagine, given the tumultuousness of our world, there wasn't somebody like that.
I just wonder why this tomb was on your world and not somewhere else.
Right, that's what I was getting at. And I've never seen anything like it.
Was there anything in his study that... How did you activate the portal?
I don't remember.
I think it was a puzzle or something, right?
Yeah, right.
We lit the...
Grace has the notes. It's been like a month.
I was barely paying attention, so I think it was probably like pressing stones the right way.
Stand on it and it went.
Oh no, you're right. I think it was just you stood on it.
I think it was just on.
Yeah, you stood on it and it. Well, maybe. I think so. I don't know.
That is a strange story.
All right. So here's the thing. We were sent there on a job, right? And don't really know much about why.
Who sent you? What kind of person?
So then I think I kind of explain a little bit about. Oh my god, that part I did write down, but now I can't find it. You just gave us a drawing of an object we were supposed to retrieve. Didn't really tell us much about it. We don't ask a lot of questions because we just really want to get paid and go home.
That's fair.
But I think I describe a little bit about the person, because have we had jobs from this person before? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think we had.
Right, we've been put on jobs from this person a few times. So I tell him what little I know about this.
Who's the Baron?
This Baron. I was going to call him a client.
Yeah, I mean, basically, most of the work that we've done has been like for richy kind of rich people.
Yeah, either we steal
So,
things or we go and kill
legally
things
and
to
morally
protect towns,
gray.
Well,
Sometimes
I mean,
we kill things to protect towns.
yeah, I was gonna say personally, it's like it's not so much gray as like charcoal.
I live in that shade. It is fine.
Okay, yeah. Cool. So, thank you for the food, and the drink. What do you want us to do?
Before that, I think I hand him the drawing that we got of the marble jar, but I don't tell him that we actually have it. Does it look familiar to you? That's what we were sent to get.
He studies it for a very long moment, kind of brings in more light. He goes, "This symbol, this is the symbol of Sunaj, and on the other side, the duality of this entity is the false prophet cometh and the Lord of evil delivereth sort of dichotomy." He goes, that was definitely one of his lieutenants. This is very advanced magic. This is something that could keep an entire, probably multiple entities' consciousness within it alive and tormented in a fake reality of the wielder's choice.
I give Odd a look.
And
it's returned.
What were you supposed to do with this thing?
Just give it to him.
Right, we were delivering it.
Right, it was a retrieve and deliver.
Were you successfully in recovering? Were you successful in recovering it?
Couldn't find it. Here's my problem, right? Because we want to go back, and now that we know that was there, I feel like we should find it and do something about it, because
he may be trying to come to your world.
Right. That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, I will have to study what you've told me in this picture, and I will have to do some divinations upon you. I'll have to work magic upon you to understand which realm you came from, if you do not know the sigils of how to get to your realm.
So maybe if you explain what a sigil is.
The sigils were the symbols on the thing that we
Yeah, they are symbols of power. And in the right order, with the right focus and the right intentions, they can be activated to bringing an effect upon reality that would normally not happen.
There was the squiggles on the lines that we stepped on.
Right, so we don't know them.
On the ground.
Yeah,
right,
yeah, I get you.
I have a problem though.
What's that?
As I was exploring the coast, the western coast of the land across the bay there, I was forcefully separated from my satchel, which contains. It's so embarrassing to even say this, even though you probably won't grasp the significance. It's what makes me a wizard. I had to leave it there.
Oh. Like your book or whatever?
Yeah.
Among other things, yes, my main book, of which
I've worked with wizards before. They're strange.
So I can get started.
Somewhere. How did you lose your source of magic? What?
Well,
That happens,
it's
you
not
know.
really important what happened as much as I haven't been able to retrieve it yet.
Right, but you know where it is, right?
Yes, it's in the broken down inn called the Good Barrel.
Okay.
But it's occupied now by a faction of goblins that moved in from the northeast.
Yeah, goblins.
They caught me unawares and have rather possibly. Well, that's not important. I had to flee back here to my sanctuary.
One question. I know we're in a different place, and this time I really mean it. Like, goblins.
Yeah.
When you say goblin, do you mean goblin?
I mean goblin.
Like the small little annoying.
Yeah,
Yes, small
some of
green
them aren't
pointy
so
ears.
small, but yes, generally speaking, I think goblins are pretty ubiquitous across the realms, except the ones here are very cunning and have been twisted by the dark forces willingly of the land.
That's what I was talking about right there. So okay.
So more or less, they are your standard goblin. I don't
Just,
know how goblins in your realms are, but these seem to be able to travel the nights without aid.
Yeah, ours are basically just cowards.
Oh, these are definitely different in that regard. Unfortunately, they have taken a hold there. If you could retrieve my things, I can get started on trying to trace your realms, your journey here.
Right.
To
Okay.
return you to your rightful land.
Odd takes out a piece of paper and goes, "Okay. You got a book? What else am I looking for?"
It's a leather satchel.
Okay, satchel.
It has a clasp on it. A very dear archaeologist friend of mine gave me that bag.
Is there anything in the bag that I should make sure is in the bag?
No, definitely the book.
Book.
Book is in the bag. Got it.
Possibly my hawthorn wand.
Oh, we got a wand in there. All right.
What's with the wand? Oh, I never saw that.
And I have a journal as well. That should be there.
Description, please.
Just my diary, my writings.
No, I meant like what it looks like.
Oh, okay. He tells you what it looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Very simple, really.
Another retrieval and deliver, is it?
It's a moleskin. Yeah. Okay. One question. On all of this.
Just one. You've asked me several.
Well, one more. Magic stuff. Traps.
Yeah, that one.
Magic traps, and no, that town was abandoned and it's in ruin.
No. On your satchel and stuff. Any magic traps?
Bullets, things like that.
Not that I recall. No, I mean I would have probably blown myself up. Who traps their belongings?
You haven't met wizards in my world, so.
No,
That seems
wizards
very
don't trust
kind of
anybody.
anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Wizards don't normally trust other people with their personal magic items. I don't know, that's so weird, but I think it makes sense.
Well, I can understand that, but all it takes is one drunken night forgetting to say the password and blow yourself to hell.
Oh, I've lost a client before. Yeah. I mean, I got from his estate, but like there was just mist left.
Oh, really? That's maybe before you go back, you can tell me more stories of your lands and
Okay, sure.
misadventures.
We'll see.
It is late now. You may stay here. He points an exit. There's rooms through the other side. You may stay outside in the
Cal, shut up. We're
Yes.
staying in here.
Guest
I am
quarters
not
if
sleeping
you'd like.
outside. It ain't happening. Outside is outside.
I have an infirmary area if you'd like to leave your friends. We will
No.
take very good care of them.
No.
There you go.
No.
So
Yeah,
through this
I'm all-
conversation, I've been sitting. I took conjured a cauldron and poured some water and some beer into it and put my feet in it, and I've just been absorbing that.
Nice.
But throughout the conversation about sigils and stuff, I did, hang out in this area for a bit, and unbeknownst to others, I might know some things about magic. The cauldron might have given that away, but whatever. Would I know anything about these sigils that they don't recall?
Yeah, there's usually a pattern of 6 that, when pressed in the correct order, it will open a portal
I crave
to that location. Some of them accept more than 6, but the ones you're familiar with are. Have you come across teleportation circles in your realm?
I don't know. Have I?
I don't know. Well, how about you roll an intelligence
Sure.
check?
Hang on. 17.
Nice.
I need
Okay.
to roll one that I can read better.
You seem to, from wherever you learned your magic, you have, conferring with elders and mentors. You seem to recall a couple of sigils that pertain to that kind of circle, and you can recall them, but you're not for sure if they are just realms door keys or just like coordinates for local travel.
I'm going to pull out a little journal of my own, jot down the sigils that I recall seeing, and put those away for later. And a frog jumps out of the cauldron. Oh, Jeff, no. Jeff, come back here. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Where did the frog come from? I thought you had a chameleon.
Oh, yeah, Mike's around here somewhere. Jeff, get back in your cauldron. He'll get back in there sooner or later. I'm sorry.
Wait, do you know magic?
No, I don't know who that is.
No,
Hello, my name is Jeff.
Jeff, don't talk to the strangers. You don't know them.
What? I thought you had a Wazowski.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski. He's around here somewhere.
How many things you got living in you?
Well, no, Jeff lives in the cauldron. And
Jeff lives in the cauldron?
yeah. And Mike lives in my hood. Is Mike in the hood now?
Okay. Yeah,
No.
you are one weird
Okay.
tree. Okay.
So, who's Ralph? Do you know how to do the magic?
Oh, I know some tricks, yeah.
You're just telling us this now because why? Right, never mind. Do you want to come for this other bloody retrieval and delivery job that apparently we're now doing? Because apparently that's what we do now.
Well, I think it would be rude to my new roommate if I didn't help you out.
So you're planning on staying in a cursed... Alright, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not your daddy.
Why don't we get some sleep, and tomorrow we can all, focus on the problem at hand.
I think Cal will stay in the medical wing, the healer's wing, with our kobold companions because he trusts no one with his friends. And we'll just stay there for a couple hours to make sure that they're okay before he
Okay.
sleeps.
Are you going to take turns watch, or is it just going to be? Is this just Cal
Nobody
being
else is as
overprotective?
paranoid as me, yeah.
Mike's got my back. I trust
I
Mike.
helicopter.
Okay.
Odd is like completely not caring and asks for the biggest bed that isn't the mage's bed,
That's funny.
and he just
Um,
like he'll go anywhere for a giant bed.
Before Odd runs off, Cal kind of grabs his arm and says, "Oi,
Yeah, what?
make sure you lock your door tonight, yeah?
Lock it?
Lock it from the inside."
No, you're funny. I'm like basically gonna.
He's giving you the biggest, like, if looks could kill.
Yeah, and Odd's just like completely oblivious. Goes, lock it. Of course I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna trap it. I'm gonna make sure that whoever comes in is bleeding by the time they get to me. Yeah,
Okay, fine.
yeah.
Just-
You're talking
alright.
to me,
I
right?
know, right? I'm.
I mean, I'm actually more worried about you. You're just gonna stay up all night and be
I
like,
didn't say I was gonna stay up all night.
well, okay, but it's the hospital. Like nobody sleeps in the hospital.
Let that be my problem, yeah?
I mean, okay. I mean,
We're
if
half
it's
knocked out.
if it smells like a hospital, though, there's no sleeping.
Good night, Odd.
Good night. If they wake up, just let them know that Actually, don't tell them anything. I'd rather they not try to come find me. That would probably be safer.
Alright then.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Have a good night. Apparently
Excellent.
this wizard has a bed that's like bigger than you. Like.
Yeah,
that's
it's
gonna
kind of
be
like
something.
it's really weird. You get into your room and it's like they plucked the very thing you wanted from your brain.
Yeah. It's amazing.
So I'll leave you to possibly describe that after this break.
Dun 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 dun. Feel like you're trying to tell me something. Hang on. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody.
We love you, Mess.
I apologize for nothing.
Welcome back.
You can pry candy corn from my cold dead hands.
Okay,
At some
Jeremy,
point,
let me know when this is posted. I know what I'm clipping.
right?
It'll be the intro to every one of these.
Nice.
Oh man.
Aren't you glad you cast me?
All of y'all.
Yeah, talk about a motley crew.
At some point during the night, Odd, you hear Jeff, and it just gets louder. I trudge by your door, and then it starts getting quieter again. Jeff.
That wasn't weird. Okay. Or creepy at all.
Right?
I have such mixed feelings about Fool's Rift. Mass loves Fool's Rift. Cal, on the other hand,
That's fair.
unsure.
Fair.
That's right. It's why you told Odd to lock his door.
Right? Not the wizard, not
Yeah,
being
not
in
the
a stranger's
wizard.
house.
Not the creepy invisible servants.
Right. What if you locked them in there with you and you didn't know?
They're always just watching you wherever
Right.
you're at.
Always watch.
Always watching Wazowski.
Bring it all the way back.
Oh, dude. I
Full
haven't seen that
circle.
movie for so long, and that was perfect. All right. So, morning has arrived, and seemingly you are intact.
How did that happen?
Just blame Jeff.
No, we're in a tower.
All right. Cool. How are my kobolds?
Your kobolds are fine and resting. They seem to have turned over in the night, but other than that,
Okay.
you do when you're near. What was Sid's character's name?
Glimpse.
Glimpse. That's right. You kind of do get this weird vibe next to him, like the the jar that he's carrying in his possessions is trying to reach out and like hold on to you, like psychically.
He's got the jar.
Yeah, he's the one.
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of what I figured, which is one of the reasons where I was like, I'm staying in the hospital. Yeah, don't love that. Do I know like which satchel he has it in, and can I like kind of make sure it's like locked real tight?
You kind of feel like it was his side pouch that he carries.
Yeah. So I go over and I make sure that it's like properly clipped shut.
Duct tape wrapped around it.
Yeah.
Kind of. I take some more rope and just tie it even
It's about
tighter.
the size of the phone, so you know it's smallish jar kind of thing.
It's very Imhotep. I get it.
But it does. It is like seems to be increasingly putting off like psychic vibes.
This jar is cursed. Sorry.
I don't love that. Cool. I'm gonna I make a mental note of that.
Okay. All right. Are you going to help your new acquaintance?
I guess. But I'm concerned about carrying this jar around the cursed land, and
yeah, that's fair.
We should leave it on the unconscious NPC. Nothing can go wrong.
No, I just meant like having it in the realm at all. I'm definitely taking it with me. If we're leaving the kobolds in the tower, which I also hate,
you gonna lug unconscious characters around the dead lands or the cursed lands?
I don't love it, but it's fine. But I'm definitely gonna take the jar that may or may not have the soul of Sunaj in it. Who knows? It's a mystery. I'm gonna put that in my rucksack. I made sure that it was shut real tight, and I take it off of Glimpse's belt, and I put it.
Okay.
I hold on to that.
So you're stealing from an unconscious character,
right?
Yes. Okay, that's what I saw. Okay.
Well, it's borrowing at this point.
In his satchel. Actually, here's what I do. I take the jar out and I put it in my own stuff, and in the satchel I leave a note that's just like, "I've got it. Sign Cal."
And
so that way, if he wakes up and we're not here,
you know exactly where it's at. Okay, I'm just teasing.
This is the thing that you don't mention to the rest of us, that you have this jar?
I don't say anything until we're not here anymore.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I say nothing until we're far away from the tower.
Chances are Odd doesn't even know he had it. Okay, so it is time for your fasting break. Or whatever you do in the mornings.
He has another pint. And an actual pint. He doesn't have a full 3-pint stein. No. Just 1 pint. And some bread and cheese.
That's right. One
and
now
fruit,
and 2
and
for the road.
Like full on just Ghibli pack lunch. Just cheese, bread, and grapes.
Okay.
Just a Lunchable.
That's what he.
If you make your way down to the banquet hall again, that is exactly what you find on the table waiting for you, and each of you find your favorite traveling food waiting for you.
And there's a frog just kind of hanging out.
Excellent.
Oi, who's Rilf? Who's Rilf?
What? From down the hall.
Jeff. I found your frog, mate.
Oh. You hear shuffling get closer. Oh, Jeff, there you are.
Once you guys are all gathered in the room, Zadric comes down and oh, excellent. You survived the night. I'm impressed. And
why are you impressed that we're alive?
That is just how we greet each other in the morning in the cursed lands,
I'm gonna do an insight check on that motherfucker right now.
The cauldron.
No, that's a full-on wisdom check on that guy right now.
The cauldron appears on the table. I grab Jeff, put Jeff back in the cauldron. The cauldron disappears.
That's a 19.
Nice.
That's a fail. No.
My
No, you
entire
see,
dragon ass.
he delivered it with, he like one would expect, like a good morning, right? That's
Okay, like,
it's,
oh, hey, I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, hey, don't fall in.
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
But so
Like
it does.
that level of
It
humor.
possibly
Okay.
brings to mind what kind of calamity happens in this realm that would prompt such an etymology of.
Well, it's
a
just like
term.
bless you.
All right.
Bless you is
Yes. Yeah, or goodbye.
right. Okay. All right, so we're going to get some goblins to get your book back or your satchel.
Yeah, well, I just, however you seem or you deem to retrieve it, I will leave the methodology to you and will not impose any restrictions on its recovery.
I do notice that there's a lot of water
There's a lot of water
between
yes.
here and there.
Yes, normally in a rowboat that might take the better part of a day and a half, but I can provide a means of traveling the water that will not take so
Because
long.
I didn't think that the halfling's
right.
arms were gonna hold out having to row us across.
I'll
I'm
be
interested
honest.
in this.
I'll be honest with you, bud. Like you're a tree, I figured you'd float, and I'd just sit on you.
That's
That's
fair.
so rude.
I mean, maybe it's rude, but the last time I checked,
That's a fair assumption, though.
wood floats.
It's true, and it's fair. It's not a strange assumption. It's not the
Cal is-
first time this happened.
Cal is sus of this vessel that Zadric's going to provide to us. So he's very interested.
Excellent. Yeah, it's about 6 leagues away, so
What's a league?
Where we're going?
unit
is 6
of
leagues
measure.
away? In the sea, though, like where we're going is 6 leagues from the shore, or
Yeah, so if you so he directs you to kind of this little scribbled map he had made on this book called Roll20.
I just meant like the boat that he's supposedly going to provide us. I want to look at it.
Okay. He kind of circles on the map. There's this little broken down house looking thing on that northern
Yeah.
coast there. That's where you're
Yeah.
headed.
Okay.
There's one way over here.
No, not that one. The one closer to the water.
There's one over here.
Yes, that one.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Crap, I've lost everything. Where'd it go?
Oh dear. Game's over, guys.
We won!
Thank you so much for
Yay!
watching.
Win!
On Wanderer's Haven.
All right, you have defeated the game master. All right. So he will take you down to his little makeshift dock once you are ready to leave. He goes, hopefully the preparations I have made for you on the table here will get you through the better part of 2 days.
I think I'd like to kind of do a flashback and say that on the note that I left Glimpse about the jar, I also told him where we're going, like that we're going on a quest for this wizard. So if he wakes up and we're gone, he's just in a random tower.
Right.
And it's only him that he's not upsetty spaghetti.
Just goes on a murder rampage through the tower.
Right, he kills everything,
Right,
including
right.
Grace's character.
Right.
Which is very much a Glimpse thing to do. So
I just wanted to glimpse the heart. So, all right.
yeah, should we go down to the dock?
So he gets his staff and his traveling cloak and heads down to the dock with you.
That's a very nice staff. What's it made from?
I believe this was hawthorn tree.
Interesting.
Is it the same wood that your wand was made from? The same tree.
I don't know if it was the same tree. I did not make it. It was gifted to me by my mentor, who was also my grand patron.
Right.
What was your mentor's name?
Halfrick.
Havrick's a great name.
My staff is all that I have left of my mother.
That's,
I don't know how to. I don't know what to say to that.
I guess.
I'm happy and sad at the same time.
Good for you bringing her with you.
Thank you.
He says, so what you see before you is it looks like a rowboat with no oars, right? It will seat about 6 creatures of your statures.
It's like a rowboat, you said?
Yeah.
So 6 creatures of their stature,
Right.
12 seats for my stature.
Can I inspect the boat
Yeah, you can.
for how well made it is and how
Mhm.
if I think it's going to be sturdy and reliable and if I can improve it in any way?
Sure.
I don't know what kind of check that should be. Intelligence, probably?
Yeah, intelligence would.
16?
Okay. It seems to be well crafted. Maybe not the best you've seen, but it seems to
Okay.
float, and it has no water accumulated in the bottom, so the
Okay.
seal or the wood seems to be sealed properly to your satisfaction.
Okay, and I assume there are oars.
No oars. There's not even eyelets for the oars.
I'll step
I
in.
start looking around the beach for something I could fashion into some oars.
What are you looking for there, Calthorn?
Some oars? You expect us to row this boat
You will not need them.
by our hands? Oh, I don't like hearing that. What does that mean? What's that supposed to mean, Cedric?
Just get into the boat, and it will take you to the destination.
What you can't see is attached to the bottom of the boat are human feet that just kick.
I don't like that.
That is way better than what I had planned. So
That's like
That's
Disney Eldritch horror. Like,
No, that's some Monty Python shit right there.
Right.
that makes me feel better than like a creepy Ghibli Eldritch horror thing. Thank you
Yeah,
for saying it's Monty Python. That's way better.
you're welcome.
Kraken on the tether at the bottom of the ocean is going to pull you to where you're
Yeah.
going.
Are you getting in the boat, or am I going to do this by myself, like usual?
What are you talking about? I'm already in the boat, man.
Well, I'm
What do you mean, like, there's no like usual? We've never worked together before. What
No,
are you
I'm
talking-
saying like I usually work by myself. How you decide to take things is not my problem.
Right, I get in the boat.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Once everyone is in the boat, he'll say, "Good speed on your travels and good luck." I have no idea if the goblins are still there, but when I went back a week ago, they were. So hopefully they have lost interest and have not found my things. In the meantime, I will continue to care for your friends and research and divine your realm if I can. See if we can get you home.
Great. He gets back out of the boat. And he walks
No,
over
we're
to
getting
Zadric.
out.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Just me, sit tight. And he
Oh,
walks over to Zadric and he looks him dead in the eye. Right. If anything happens to my crew, you just better hope that they're fine when I get back, yeah?
They might even be awake.
does that count for anything?
But I hear
And
you.
he just kind of spins his dagger as he walks back to the boat.
You are a true warrior indeed. Your friends will be fine.
They better be! And then he gets in the boat. They better be.
And with that, he yells, "Jeeves, take him to the bottom."
Oh boy.
Shadow
I
step.
will fight you, Brian.
Roll for
will
initiative.
fight you.
You know how hard was it not to call for a Constitution check after you guys just ate his meal?
You know,
Eating
it's fine. When
strangers'
in the
food.
Fey realm, you know?
He goes, When you want to return, all you have to say is Jeeves, homeward. And the boat will bring you back to this location.
All right, who's Jeeves then?
Jeeves is my
Is that the name of the boat?
name of the. It is the powered. It was what powers the boat.
That's the name of the boat. All right, fine, thanks.
So
The boat named
Jeeves,
Jeeves.
take them onward. And with that, you're flying off towards the northern coast of that continent.
Hey, Jeeves! Less Jeeves, please.
They need some kind of safety harness in this to make sure you don't fall out.
Speaking of, you should probably grab your lizard. He's on his way out.
Oh, Mike Wazowski,
It's
get
how
over
not
here.
safe for work is this game? It's like,
He finds Jeff just under his belt. What is your frog on me? Here.
No, that's not a frog. That's a chameleon.
That's Wazowski.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Mike Wazowski. He likes you.
Why?
I don't know why he likes you.
All right, fine. And I
You
put
could
it back
ask
on my shoulder.
him.
Does he talk? Does he?
Right then. All right.
To you?
all right.
One eye just kind of stares at you.
So.
The other tongue comes out, licks the eye.
Like my eye?
No, his own eye.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's such a great image.
Right?
Right. He usually only licks the other people's eyes when you're sleeping.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's learned that the hard way.
Okay.
Don't do it when you're awake unless they know it's coming.
I love this table so much. All right.
And we reach the shore.
Hours go by.
We're here.
but
Hours.
It's like no time passed at all.
So yeah,
It's
you
like
get
a
to
hand waved and we arrived.
I mean, we could do it Brunstein style and sit here for 4 hours if you'd
Right.
like, and
Yeah.
talk. So look at
Does
that.
anyone have cards? We can play a little. Play some rummy. You know?
I start singing a sea shanty.
Very nice.
How's it go?
Yo-ho-ho.
Okay, so you arrived just south of the little ruins. It looked like a small kind of town. What's left of the town? Not quite a seaport, but maybe a trade center at some point. But the docks have long been sunken. The main harbor area, the buildings were razed and seemingly burned, and there's only the stone foundations left. A little ways from the edge is what looks like a crumbling and caving in building that could have been a tavern at one point. And in the, there's various other buildings in that area in this similar state of disrepair and raised-ness.
Do I hear goblins in the tavern?
Well, you're still on the beach area, so
Oh, we're still in the boat.
yeah. So it
Bye,
just
Jeeves.
landed.
No, Jeeves, stay right here. Why are you telling
stay,
Jeeves?
but bye.
Jeeves, homeward.
Yeah. No, the word is Jeeves homeward.
No. Aye.
Cal looks like he's about to throw holes in the rope in the frickin' river.
So yeah, right. I'm sure it'd come back.
Yeah, in several hours. It'll go all the way back. Zadric will see it on the beach and be like, "What did they drown? Did the fishermen drag them into the water? Did they die?"
Right.
And then send it back, and maybe it'll get back in time for dinner.
So
Oh God.
Anyway, let's,
So the
essentially,
wizard gave
it's
you a
midday.
map.
well, I think we can see it from here, so we could just.
Well, we don't know where it is. Like
Well,
exactly.
I have a pretty good idea where most inns and taverns are, so I'm
What it
pretty.
looks like.
Dude, that would be such a good power for halfling.
Halfling
is to,
sense
like,
go.
It's like instead of gold or silver or magic, it's like the nearest place to eat.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like nearest place to drink and eat. That's just, I just, it's almost instinctive.
Right, well then, I'll follow you, Odd.
Right. You two should probably, and I mean this in the utmost respect, shut up as we approach.
Rude.
I'm not sure how you thought that was going to be respectful.
Well, I didn't either, but that's why I put the warning on the back.
Oh, it's like when you're like, please, I don't mean this offensively, but, and then you say
Right,
something
right.
offensive.
Right. It's
Right.
like I'm not saying this to judge you, but you're a mess.
It's
that
kinda
kind
like-
of thing.
When you tell
Gotcha.
someone you're acting
Right.
like something versus being something, right?
Right. Yeah. You're acting like a fool. You're not an actual fool. So that kind
You
of
don't know me.
What? Can we just go, please?
I was making an example. Okay, yeah, just let's. I've got a plan. Let's all shut up.
How
Let's do that.
how are you approaching? Are you approaching the structure? Are you kind of like gonna scout the area?
Yeah, scouting the area, being very careful, approaching from upwind.
Okay.
But basically, just scout mode.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
And what is Cal and Husserilf
Who's real?
doing?
Just to be fair, totally random name generator on that, so you can blame the shadowdarklings.net.
Who's real? I'm just walking behind, and I've got a. Do I have daggers? Hand axe. That's what I carry.
Oh,
Different
that
day.
makes me uncomfortable. Could you put that away, please?
Yeah, no. He pulls out his fighting staff off of his back. Is this better?
That's
Is any
better.
better?
I don't think
it's
I
made
know.
of wood.
I don't think I know that person. It's okay. I don't think they're
Right.
family.
So Odd, you have
He keeps.
a trio or a duo traveling right behind you as you're sneaking up. In my mind's eye, tell me if this matches your game reality. They're about 8 feet behind you, discussing.
Yeah.
We're
you
like
know.
in hushed whispers, but it's
Yeah.
still an argument.
Still not shutting up. Yes. And Odd's just like, freaking shit.
Oh, poor rogue.
Odd runs back to the boat. Jeeves, homeward.
At your fastest pace.
Right.
So, all right. Are you going direct? Or are you kind of going in a circumspect way?
I wanted to get a look to see if there is any sentries or any guards around this tavern.
Okay, give me a wisdom check.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Oh, nice. So as you are approaching, you do see tracks of what looks like fresh tracks of a patrol. They seem to be booted. And you do catch glimpses of a couple of other goblin patrols who are walking what were the streets between broken buildings. And they kind of intersect and hang out in the middle of the road for a moment and then move on to their respective patterns, but they were moving perpendicular to you from your current location. So, and then straight ahead, however far out you are, is the tavern. There is a straight shot on the street, or what was the street, that you could travel. But you may cross paths with those
Patrols. Okay, is there anything around, like you described it pretty well, the whole area is kind of like burnt out and
Yeah, think of a bunch of city blocks, kind of, that have various states of like buildings completely raised, partially raised.
So I'm going to be looking for a building that's partially raised.
Mm-hmm.
And is there any kind of plant life around the outskirts of this place?
Yeah, the plant life is essentially taking over whatever structures are left. So,
okay, cool.
There's untended bushes, there's vines. So there is some cover if you needed to, but there's also like large tracts of open grass areas that have like foundation kind of stones, but nothing to hide behind.
Right. So using his dagger, he's going to cut a few. He's going to make a little pile of kindling that he can hold on to.
Okay.
Then he's going to go to one of the partially destroyed houses where he can find some cover and set it up. And then he's going to return to the two who he has stopped.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah. And he's like, all right, now listen up. Here's the plan. You two are going to sneak over to that side and hide behind that little bit of rubble. I'm going to start a fire over there, try to draw the patrols to the fire. When their attention is that direction, we run across open ground to the tavern and maybe run around the back rather than in the front door. Just thinking out loud.
Join me. Those patrols.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them. They're all there. We're fine for right now, but not a lot of time to discuss. So that's the plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna go do it. You two go over there.
Right. And then I kind of just gently sort of push Loosrolf.
Wait, I have to clarify something.
Right.
Do you mean Calthorn and myself? Or do you mean Calthorn and Mike Wazowski when you say you
we're all
two?
going over here, mate. It's gonna be.
Let's say all 3 of you.
Okay.
Jeff.
What about Jeff?
I just said.
Well, Jeff's in the cauldron. He's fine.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So you 3 go over there.
Okay.
When I give the signal, which will be me making a beeline for the back of the tavern.
Okay.
You all run across the open ground and try not to look back.
Okay.
All right. So I'll wait for them to get over to their spot.
Is there something
all right, fine. We're hunkering down.
Why would we look back? I don't understand.
What? Thank you. I don't understand. What is he talking about?
So,
all right, well, waiting for the fire.
Flint and steel to the kindling to start the fire.
All right, yeah. You start the fire.
Get it nice and smoking, and then I'm gonna grab like the nearest like green leafy piece of foliage I can grab, and just kind of hold it over the flames for a little bit until it catches and starts to really smoke. And then I'm gonna like wave it around so the smoke starts to spread, and then I'm gonna turn around and stealth away from the fire.
Okay.
And wait to see if the patrols start to come to it.
Okay. Let's see. What shall we do? How about How about you roll an intelligence check at advantage?
Okay. My intelligence. Oh, okay.
He sounded pleased that his intelligence was a number he liked.
Well, it was a positive. I was
right.
I didn't know I was that smart.
There's part of that. There's also I just was looking at my other halfling in my other game, and the intelligence is an 8, so it's not great. Not great.
Your characters pulled up at once, my dear.
I closed it now. I'm no more confusion. No more confusion. Right. So that with advantage, thankfully, because that was a nat 1 on the first one, is a 16.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so you said you snuck away to have a vantage point, right? You're not in the building anymore or around it. Okay. So after several minutes, you do see 6 goblins running over from various parts of the town, right? And they kind of all like are converging and talking and pointing and kind of like looking like, you're in charge. You figure it out. No, you're in
Right.
charge.
While they're bickering, I'm gonna sneak around them and then make a beeline for the tavern.
Yeah, they're bickering like ex-adventurers. So
kind of makes sense. We've been doing it the whole time.
You notice a certain kinship with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we see Odd make the beeline,
Yeah, you guys, you definitely could see all of that from your vantage point, and the smoke is going up, and the rest of the house is caught on fire. So you can see some flames looking up, and
lit a whole ass house on fire.
It was already partially destroyed.
And so
wouldn't be the first time they've destroyed somebody's house.
So the plan is for you to run in the back of the tavern.
Yeah, run around to the back of the tavern.
Are you guys just full on sprinting to the tavern?
No, I'm kind of doing like a crouch, like jog.
Okay.
Kind of trying to be a little stealthy.
I mean, I'm booking it because I'm small. It takes me a little bit longer. The Dragonborn's a little faster is all I'm saying.
Cool. So I'm going to say that Odd probably is ahead of you all by a fair distance, at least, 30 or 40 feet. Does that sound reasonable? Given, Jeremy, is your character also trying to move somewhat stealthy, or are you kind of just hauling ass?
No, I'll move stealthy. You do notice, Cal, that Mike leaves your shoulder and disappears, turns like a different color. You like completely lose track and scampers off on his own.
That makes me feel guilty, but he only thinks about it for like 2 seconds, and it's like, it's not my problem.
So Odd, when you get about a block away and you've got your target in sight, you're hearing music. You're hearing, kind of party kind of sounds.
A lot of bass
coming from the not a lot of high ends on that, just like a lot of low end grumbling and some sort of screeching. You can't quite make out the words, but it is very harmonic. Sounds a little rough and grungy.
Goblin music, excellent.
Now all I hear is Teen Spirit. That's just.
But it's like a techno remix of Teen Spirit,
right? And like it's Skrillex playing it.
More like a kitty.
It's
of Teen Spirit.
It's Skrillex remix.
To go ahead and go
Teen
make
Spirit.
This. We'll wait.
Yeah.
This hurts me.
Mashup, Bangarang, and Teen Spirit. Go.
Now I have to.
Right?
Yeah.
Assignment accepted.
So, what is your intention? Are you still busting up in the back door, or what do you want to do?
No, getting around to behind and then waiting.
Okay.
Not making entrance yet. No.
So, are you right next to the building, or kind of taking cover on some rubble nearby?
I'm gonna go around the end to the back and press myself against the building.
Okay, so kind of stacking up by the door. Okay.
Yeah.
You two who are running up, you see him do this. What is your course of action?
I'm going to follow him because I don't know what the hell he had after this.
Right.
I was told to come to the back of the inn, and here I am.
This was the plan.
That was the plan.
And that's as far as we got now.
Yeah.
We're all new characters.
And you also hear the music when you get close enough. And so,
are there windows?
Yeah, there's some windows. They seem to have rugs or something propped up, in front of them. It doesn't look like curtains or anything, but it is. When you look at the material, it looks like someone just took a rug and nailed it to the wall, kind of thing.
Their HOA probably gave them a notice about the noise.
Yeah, there's several pieces of paper stapled to the door.
What is that?
Okay,
So-
we're here. Now what?
Okay.
Look expectantly at Odd. This was your plan, mate.
He's now the elected leader, apparently. What are we going to do now?
Okay.
This
So
was your plan.
okay.
Oh,
So
you're
I
not gonna go through the front door and say hello.
no. I've got a plan. So here we go. All right.
Alright.
So
I'm listening.
I'm gonna sneak in. Neither of you are really sneaky, so you just hang on a sec.
I can be.
I'm gonna sneak in, and then the two of you are gonna make a distraction. Maybe like break some windows or something. I don't know. But make a distraction and then hide. And then while the goblins are looking for you, I can find the satchel.
And the book. And the journal.
Well,
and the
hopefully
wand.
it's all still in there because I hate hunting down individual things. I did write it down.
I mean,
Oh, it got
that's
water on
best,
it.
right?
Oh man.
It's a book, it's a
All
satchel,
I-
it's a wand, and it's a
I
journal.
know, but the journal's the only thing that survived. A moleskin. Okay.
Right. Why you would make a book out of a mole, I will never know. Fine. I was just gonna go in and ask for a pint.
Oh.
Do I
Oh.
speak goblin? No. Is it weird to see? Apparently, it's weird to see a dragonborn anywhere.
I'm guessing it's weird to see any of you too, weirdo wood man.
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Well, I'm just assuming he's weird.
I don't know.
Right. Well, maybe that would work too. You
Elementals aren't that weird, are they? They're not common.
I have never seen anything like that.
That was very rude, Raven Sarah Knight.
Rude.
Was rude.
I'm a halfling.
Odd is rude.
I'm a
I'm
halfling.
gonna
What do you
go
want from me?
make a distraction. And I'm gonna start walking back
Manners.
around.
No,
the
wait.
front.
I like Cal's idea better. Like the two of you go in, ask for a pint. That'll distract them. Much better distraction. I'll stealth behind you in and like hide myself. And while you've got their attention, I'll look for the satchel.
Sure, sounds fine to me.
What if they ask us about who burnt their house down? I'm not
That's
very
why
good
we're
at
here,
lying.
because we saw the smoke.
Right. You saw the smoke.
You're gonna have to do the talking because I'm not very good at lying.
Right, yeah.
That
I'll
is
do
true.
I stealth things.
Very
It's
true.
fine. Right, I'll figure it out. It's fine.
That would make a
Alright.
great class. I'm going to make that for Shadowdark, the liar.
Charisma is +0. I'm sure this is gonna be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine.
I mean,
Right. So, best of luck, mate. Seriously.
yeah, you too. If they attack you, I'll help. But like,
Why
That's
would
fine.
you
I'm
help
not gonna-
attack us?
Goblins.
no.
You travel with some really strange
Listen,
people,
Right, listen,
Calthorn.
who's the way you choose to take things is not Odd's fault.
Right. And I wouldn't help goblins anyway. I have a special
Goblins.
not happy thing about goblins, so
I gotcha. That's how I
So-
feel about people who destroy people's homes.
Here's what we're going to do. Since you guys have put together a great plan and made me laugh, you each get a luck token.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
cool. I actually have an actual physical luck token.
Now, the way that
That's
works
what
is
it
basically you get to re-roll a dice. You can give it to another person, but you can only ever have one at a time. So
Yep.
This
All
is
right.
my
Luck token. Perfect.
Oh, very cool.
that is
Nice.
very nice.
2d20 spinner.
And it's
Totally
a 20
jelly.
spinner. Nice. Okay. Cool.
Goodbye.
You two go in first, and then I will sneak in. Cal's already gone. Oh, Cal's back.
well, we keep going to go do the thing,
That was
and then
close.
you say to come back.
Some good stealth right there. You disappeared for a moment. It was very good.
It's very jarring.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cal, just to be clear, you did bring the jar with you, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good.
Nothing will go wrong with that.
It's better than leaving it behind with that wizard who clearly didn't want anything to do with a giant demon.
What?
I don't understand. Okay, look. Before we talk anymore, let's just get into action
Let's just
because
go.
All right.
they're gonna hear us.
Here I go.
We're gonna go. And he starts walking around to the front of the building.
Okay.
Wow,
Oh,
that
there is a back door.
That smoke's
Yeah,
really
I
up
guess
there
we can go
now.
through the back.
No,
I
no.
knock on the.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Yes, what you're hearing as you.
We walk around to the front door for sure.
and
And,
I'm prying open the back door.
Oh,
Sure.
that door is long broken. So, as you kind of touch it, it kind of just opens.
Yeah. Oh,
You know.
oh.
So,
Shit.
I
Yes.
can
Slip.
go, I think. No, go for it.
I'll slip into the back as they're going around to the front.
Do
I
we
knock
need-
quite urgently.
oh,
on the
that door is open, so it's like wide open. Your front door.
The
as you
front
get-
door?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
The front door is wide open,
It's
and
still
the back
polite
door is
to
unlocked.
knock.
So, as you enter, how far do you walk into? You just walk in there like it's any other tavern, or you kind of just like.
Kind of like it's any other time, but I immediately look in and I'm looking around to alert somebody of something bad.
Yeah, and as soon as you and Hers, Jeremy,
Hers?
I hate your name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it Huss.
Herself.
You and Huss, Cal and Huss, walk in. Immediately, the music stops, and everyone just turns and has their mouth agape.
Oh,
Right.
Does anybody speak common?
they all have that same problem the halfling had.
So odd. It's a good thing that they provided you a distraction, because
Wave.
once you walk in the back door, you notice that part of the wall that would have separated the back room from the main tavern is not there.
Oh boy.
Right.
But there is enough wall to kind of like scooch into the corner, and but if you just walk up in there, you're like, oh shit, 10-foot section of this wall's gone. And you see all the goblins, the ones that are on the stage, they're just kind of looking up. You all see about 10 in here. There is one standing next to a goblin that looks like he's wearing very fine clothes, kind of warrior outfits. He has the best weapon, the best armor. And these don't look like goblins from your home realm. These seem to have been... They have, like, good clothing and decent weapons, not broken bits and bobs, right? They also look like they're fit and have been trained in the arts of war, just by the way they carry themselves, the weapons they have. Standing next to the one that looks like the leader based on your experience adventuring, and he's the unusual one. He stands about 5 foot
Tall for a
and
goblin.
looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Conan. And he doesn't have any weapons. He wears a loincloth, has a thick belt with a gold buckle, and he's just standing there with his arms crossed. Totally no steroids in his production. Just chickens.
Lots of
That has been treated with steroids, right?
Right. That's how you get it, right?
Yeah.
You eat the chickens that have been treated with.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they all are just now looking at Huss and Cal, kind of like, boy.
So I'm immediately searching for the satchel, looking around for it.
Okay, so give me a wisdom check for that perception. And Cal and Huss, what do you?
Right,
do you
does
think?
anybody speak common?
And
We
they all kinda look
are
towards-
here for a drink.
thought he was going to say it.
I thought you said I was gonna do all the talking.
Sorry.
It's fine.
That was
Fine.
brilliant.
Oh
Okay.
man.
They all kind of look towards the leader, and he's like, "I speak a common."
Right, two things. One, can we have a pint? Two, do you know there's a fire happening up the hill?
No, I had no idea.
Right, so there's an entire building on fire. I hope no one lives there. I thought it might have been a problem. We saw the smoke. We were traveling from far east and saw the smoke as we were coming towards the village.
Interesting.
Thought it might be important, and we heard music coming from the tavern.
Well, a fire in this town can only help it. As you can see,
it's a bit of a mess here.
it is, but it is ours, and you're here now.
Both of those things are true.
So you want a pint?
Is that all right?
We could do that. And he motions to the bar, where another goblin is setting up pints.
Excellent. Right. Pint, horse. No, maybe not for this one, just for me.
Do you have any mulch?
No mulch. There's lots of foliage outside, though. But please, please join me at my table. Be my guest. And you notice that the goblins are kind of like milling about and standing around the room, not trying to be obvious about encircling you.
Yeah.
And they're not hands-on weapons, but all weapons are in easy reach.
Yeah, I think Cal, now that he's kind of going to be sitting down, he twirls his quarterstaff and then puts it in his back, just to make a show that he does, in fact, have a weapon. But
and you're a pit fighter, right?
I am, in fact.
So, yeah, the other goblins, they you see the whole room kind of nod. It's like, yeah.
The people here are so inviting.
That was an 18 wisdom for perception.
Okay. So it's definitely not in the back room. You, from what you can see of the main tavern area, there's you don't see anything obviously out. So in the far side where your friends entered the door, there were stairs that go up. However, from the outside, that part of the building collapsed in on itself. So the upstairs is like probably unused. There might be some nooks and crannies up there. But the stairs look impassable from the outside, at least, based on what you saw of the architecture that's left.
Right. Crap. Okay. All right, Cal, let's see what you got.
Gee, thanks.
So, Cal and Huss, what would you like to do?
I think I turn to the leader that I'm sitting with. Alright, thanks for this, mate. It's very helpful. You're walking a long way. What happened in this town? Was it from the curse? From years back? This place looks old.
This old place? Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, figured. Sorry to hear that. Are you from here? Was this your town?
Yeah, I'm from up north. Thought we'd moved out to the coast a little bit, Heard there was fine real estate available.
Clearly. Fine is not quite the word I would use. Sure.
Oh, so you're insulting your host's establishments.
No, I feel like you also understand that this town is not doing well structurally.
We just need to rebuild a little bit. You two look very strong and capable.
Actually, yeah, I build ships for a living.
Excellent.
Alright, so how long you been here?
I don't know. How long's it been? About a month, I would say.
That's not very long.
We just, we came here and found it so inviting, and the other goblins laugh. And he's speaking common this whole time, so they laugh at that, like they know what he said.
So it's very clear they all speak common.
Or at least
Yeah.
understand it.
No. Yeah, fair dues. And he just kind of sits there and looks at the leader and sips his pint.
The leader just kind of mirrors your actions.
There's obviously no HOA here. It's probably good, because they'd be making you clean this stuff up. It's such a pain.
Maybe we'll put you in charge of that. Would you like a job?
He needs a place to live, actually.
I mean, no offense, but do you actually sleep in a bed, or do you just stand around outside?
Me?
Yeah,
I can do either.
because we have lots of land you could just stand on if that's all you need. Not so much on the bed side.
That's okay.
We were told there was an island not too far from here, with a tower that we might find of interest. As I've been told that there's someone of there of hospitality we might be able to visit on our travels. Place to stay. You know
What-
anything about that?
Where is it you said you were from? What town?
East. It's not a town. I'm not from a town. I live on a ship. I've been sailing my whole life on a ship. Found this one on my way.
She sails on the ship Jeeves.
So the island, you say? Who is it that you need to visit there?
No, I was told there was a tower that's got food in it, mate.
That does sound interesting. Are you proposing we take this as a joint effort?
No, I just thought you might know something about it, but if you don't, you don't. I was told there was a wizard there I could talk to about getting paid for a job, but...
Oh, there was a wizard here a couple of weeks ago, but
Oh, right, yeah.
yeah, he seemed to be scared of us and ran away.
Well, can't really blame him. You look like a bunch that knows what you're doing in a fight, yeah?
We saw him doing some pretty unmentionable things. He ran away.
Really? Like what? Maybe
Oh,
I don't want to go.
I don't know that I can go into it now. It was pretty shocking even for us.
I understand, but mate, if
Arcane
I was
rites and sacrifice. It was,
sacrifice, was he killing things?
I don't know, he ran away.
Fascinating. I kind of take I think I'm being so slick. Cal's not really good at this. His charisma's +0, and he kind of looks around the room, seeing if he can spot the journal or if he notices Odd looking for it.
Yeah, you definitely see Odd back there, as he's kind of like peeking around, you don't really see anything obvious here either.
So is the burning house not of anyone's concern then?
No. It's like I said, it's probably going to help us, rebuild by getting rid of a structure we don't need.
Are you from around here?
Like,
Yeah, we're from the northeastern mountains.
right, so you moved down here, and you're clear. Are you an army of some kind?
Yeah, we're more of a expeditionary force. Looking for, a place to call ours since we lost our home.
Did you? What happened?
A necromancer
What?
brought in his undeadness, his army of unalived people.
That
And
sounds
pushed us out.
unfortunate.
That's rough, mate. Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
So we had to come down here, and we discovered that coward of a wizard who was doing very weird things with summoned things.
But at least you still have your music. I really was enjoying that. Do you know Freebird?
Right, yeah, I know many birds who are free.
I don't know. I'll have to ask the band. Yo, band! Do you know Freebird?
I'm gonna roll my yes, no, maybe die on this one. No, they don't know Freebird.
Magic users are weird.
They're like, no.
So what'd you do about this magic user then? Did you kick him out? Did you fight him? I would have.
Well, we didn't get the chance to fight him. We were gonna, we were gonna take him and make him help us rebuild this as our home. Because we pay well. They all laugh at that.
But didn't already have a job, I'd consider it.
But he ran before we could encroach upon him.
Really?
You are.
He was naked as a bird, though, when he ran away.
Did he leave anything behind? Like his clothes or anything? What? He was naked?
Yeah. We found some of his things.
Was he
He's fine, he's
fornicating with
magic
trees? That's how my people were born, apparently.
Count full on spit takes his beer.
It's an old myth. I don't know if it's true, but apparently there was an elf that really loved a tree, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't, mate.
Oh, you don't? Here, I'll draw a picture.
No, it's fine.
Hang on. I need to consult our veils and lines real quick. Hang on.
That's our show, everybody.
Right? Love is love.
That's true.
Come on.
He goes, sure you don't want a job? And the whole time they've been talking, the goblins are like taking if just an inch forward, right? They're getting getting a little closer.
Cal's very aware.
So
Cal's very aware. He's like, all right. So and he kind of takes his hand axe out of his belt. He's like, no, mate, and starts sharpening it. No, it's so good. I make ships for a living. Do you need a ship? Do you travel by water? Do you need a ship?
I thought you said shit.
I make shits bigger than you.
A ship.
Well, yeah, we could always. I would love a ship to get to that island that you spoke about.
I could potentially do that for you. But about this wizard, yeah? He left
What
stuff
about him?
behind. He said he left some things behind. I'm
Yeah, he
very interested
left
to
his
hear what
robes
he
and
left behind.
some other personal items.
See, now, mate, that's a payment I could be very interested in. A wizard's belongings pay quite well in the black market.
Do they now?
That they do, my friend. That they do.
So where are you going to sell that? Because this whole continent is dead.
Nah, don't worry about it, mate.
And he pulls out his own dagger and puts it on the table.
Oh, is this the wizard?
No, that's mine.
That's nice. You make it yourself.
I may have found it.
You found
around.
it?
Yeah.
On the wizard?
Not on the wizard.
Well, because I'm saying, mate, magic items. Magic items. I could appraise them for you. Have them on hand, do you?
Not for sale.
For trade?
What do you have to trade?
I have a couple kobolds. They work for you.
When you say that, you see Ord odd look at you and then pull his shirkin out and
He goes, we're not slavers. And
No, I didn't say that. You could pay them.
his compatriots laugh at
They
that
just
as
work
well.
really well. I could introduce you to a couple of really good workers.
You know,
It's
if you're
hard to find a
looking
good
for
worker.
laborers, there's some fish people who live nearby that are looking
That's also
for,
true. It's also
you know, jobs in exchange for goods.
It's also true. Also true.
I like an exchange of goods. So
Let me see these items the wizard left. I could probably tell you how much the fish people would trade you for. I know them pretty well.
how about this? Since gold is kind of worthless here, I don't need your
Oh, yeah.
money.
No, it's fine. I don't have gold.
But you seem to be handy with an axe.
Yeah, I am.
How about a little tit for tat?
Hmm.
We can give you his possessions. But how about you go and rescue our home from the necromancer?
Oh, God. It's just in the Northeast Mountains, yeah?
Yep.
You realize there's two of us, and there's like a bunch of you, and I feel like maybe
You
you're
look like fine soldiers.
what?
They look like they're quite capable holes, don't you think?
Right. I mean, that one looks like it could probably bench press a good 20, maybe 30 pounds.
He definitely does leg day, yeah. He never misses leg day, that one.
So Odd, what are you doing while this is all going down?
He's stopped paying attention to the conversation as soon as the deal was mentioned, and now he's looking around for any goblins who are like going to reach in somewhere secret or anything like that.
Okay, so all the goblins from your perspective have all inched towards the group and have basically surrounded them in a kind of a semicircle. So you're behind all of them now, pretty clearly. And you kind of notice that when he mentions the necromancer each time, that some of the ones in the back shift very like it bothers them, like it triggers them.
Okay. Right. So Odd's fed up. So the halfling comes walking from the back right up to the in between the two furthest back goblins. Walks right by them. Just bold as can be. Walks right up to the table and goes, "All right, fine. Show us where this necromancer is. I'll cut his head off, and then you can do whatever. Just we need this stuff, okay?"
Oh God, what is
So as
that?
you kinda
It's
walk up in there-
What
horrible.
is happening?
Like the people you walk by instantly draw their swords
Yeah.
and scream out in goblin.
What is this horrible creature?
What are you doing?
The so give me a d6 roll.
Ooh, a D6.
What are you doing?
I'm going to take this moment of confusion
Clarity.
to use,
Lack thereof.
to use Shadow Dance. I got a 12 on my roll. The wizard walks up to the door, leans in, and says, "That is my compatriot, and you will do as he says." He's also not wearing clothes.
I
What
I
is
rolled
shadow
a-
dance? Just an illusion kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
rolled a 4.
Okay. The leader guy stands up and he says, "Hold fast." So Jeremy, is there any like save on that, or is it like did you like detect? I guess save is the wrong word, but is
Yeah, I
there
don't think there's a save. Touching it reveals that it's false.
He goes, "Hold,
Yeah. Yeah.
retrieve that wizard." And
Oh.
all of them but his bruiser run towards the door.
So the wizard can move, or the illusion can move. And so
Okay.
the illusion will turn and run, and you'll see somewhat indistinct butt crack, because I didn't really know what his butt crack looked like.
It's kind of blurry.
Yeah. Just making
It's
this
like
up as right.
he's wearing like you've got a blurred butt.
Right.
Right.
Oh, man,
It's
that's
family
funny.
safe.
Only partial nudity in this show, everyone.
So, that's right. No rear frontal nudity.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's
So,
actually like a board just hovering in front of his crotch when he was
Yeah.
facing us.
Odd.
Just like a blurred bar.
Right.
Yeah. Odd's like, look, cool. I surprised you. Get over it. I kill things. I kill people. It's what I do. You need a necromancer killed. I kill the necromancer. It's fine. You give us the wizard stuff for the kill, and we're good.
Right,
Basically,
so
used car salesman like speed. Just.
how
My
many
question-
goblins chase the wizard?
Is he a third party or is he with you?
I've never seen this creature in my life before.
No, yes, you have.
I was
Oh,
waiting to
have I?
bushwhack you all, but I decided that you're smart enough that that's probably a bad idea.
That was not what we said. We said we were gonna go find people to tell them about the fire.
No,
Wait.
okay. We were gonna bushwhack you. It's not a problem. Look,
He's not with us.
look. You're not the kind of people I think would be smart to ambush and try to get one over on. So let's be upfront and be honest. You need a necromancer killed. I kill the necromancer. It's all over.
I don't want to do
You know-
quest. I want to go home.
We were about to take your compatriots as
Yeah, I know.
No, you
as
weren't.
wor-
Mate.
What
workers.
compatriots?
Mate,
I've never
I
seen
think
as
this
workers.
creature
that's
before.
very
I mean,
generous of you.
that-
But you
Don't. No, you weren't.
speak,
No, you
speak
weren't,
true.
darling. No, you weren't.
Speak true.
No,
Yeah.
you weren't. No, you weren't.
Yeah. I mean, they were gonna try, but it doesn't
They were
really
gonna
matter.
try. They were not going to
So,
succeed.
This
Cal,
is-
would you like
This
to
is
go?
uncomfortable.
And I
Would you
disappear.
like to go one-on-one with Bubba? Just a friendly wager.
Your name is Bubba.
I'm just gonna look. Cal, don't take it personal, but I'm gonna put my money on Bubba.
Me standing like 4 feet. I stand up at my
You're like
full
3
height.
goblins tall.
I stand up at my full height.
Yeah, I know.
Jacked as shit Dragonborn was raised in pit fighting. Jacked as just tall as
I'm saying.
8 feet tall. But
now Odd's just looking up at Cal. Yeah, I'm just saying. It's just like the density on that one is wow. Like
So,
God, he's the size of one of my arms.
it's like,
Yeah, but
you understand that.
he's like your leg worth of muscle, though.
So let me understand the offer here. You go and do the thing for us.
Right.
Maybe.
We'll give you the wizard's things.
Yeah.
At least the ones that we have possession of.
All of the things that you have.
Well, here's wait. Sorry, Cal.
I'm so angry.
I know. Just breathe. Remember to breathe. Okay. I'm killing your. Yeah, I'm killing your necromancer for exactly what I want. None of the maybe sort of stuff. We're being straight with each other.
Well,
on
I
this
cannot
one.
give you something I do not have.
Right, but you can make sure that what you have is what I want.
Oh, well, I want to know what that is right now before we agree to anything. So let's see the merchandise.
That's right.
Very well. Follow me.
All right.
So he leaves the tavern. He walks kind of north. You guys are walking for several blocks.
Hmm.
And there's an encampment set up.
Did the rest of the goblins chase the naked wizard hologram?
Yeah, they're still out there looking for him.
Fantastic.
And that's how much they want the wizard.
So good.
They chose not to kill you. I mean, indenture you.
Right.
To their cause. So there is an encampment that has additional goblins that are on guard, and he takes you to his tent that's in the center of the encampment. And so there was about 10 or 12 goblins in the bar with you. There's another 10 or 12 here. The ones here kind of look forlorn, though, a little bit roughed up. So it looks like they've been in a battle. Some of them are dealing with the consequences of that. So he goes, "This is what the wizard had when he left before we can invite him to join us. Here's his robes, and they look just like the robes he had on. They're kind of like red with like gold lines on them, they flowy, no hood, and then there was a satchel, and there was 2 books.
Just 2 books.
Yep.
Does it look like a tome in a journal?
Yep.
No wand.
Yeah, there's no wand in the bag or.
So, just out of curiosity, you indicated that you have some of the wizard's possessions.
I indicated that I can only give you what I have.
Right.
You said some of the.
Who knows what this naked wizard left all over the place?
That's actually fair.
He wasn't naked when. Wait. What?
But he wasn't exactly all there either. Okay.
When we found him, he was doing a ritual, completely naked, and consorting with things he had summoned.
I believe
What
you.
kinds of things did he summon?
We didn't. They disappeared before we got close enough to see, but some of them were very, let's say, otherworldly.
Interesting.
Sounds about right.
Well, he didn't have the wands or anything. No magic focus.
No, not that we saw.
Most wizards have wands, don't they, mate? And he looks at Odd and Hools, and they say, most wizards have wands, don't they, boys?
Pretty sure.
Guess so. Not the one we met.
Well, he didn't have his because his is missing.
Right.
Okay. This is enough, I think. As long as you're not hiding anything on me, I can guess I'll take your word for it.
Well, that's mighty gentlemanly of you.
Well, you seem like somebody not to mess with. So,
is there like a particularly?
Seems like someone you shouldn't mess with, on.
Right.
Is there like a particularly
we found Cal's triggers.
Is there like a really injured goblin laying around?
I mean, there's injured goblins that are in the process of healing.
Yeah.
Some of them have like lingering wounds.
A berry grows from the wood on my arm, and I pluck it and I stick it in the goblin's mouth and kind of like make the goblin swallow it.
What's what you doing, mate?
It gets a hit point back.
Force feeding goblins. Are you trying to make fragua?
I just I heal it for a point.
Okay. And it looks at you.
Right. Okay. Cool.
What did this to you all?
A necromancer. Weren't you listening?
Wow, is it close by? Because you all look like hell now.
Yeah,
there's many things in the many things in the forest to be wary of.
Maybe you should be worrying about fixing the houses and stuff instead of drinking in the tavern.
Oh, Lord.
We need to find helpers to help us rebuild.
Yeah, that guy over there that Calthorn wants to kick his butt. Why don't you have him start moving like some of this stuff around? He's just kind of flexing and oiling himself up.
Very well.
So how far is this necromancer then?
It's about, well, it depends on how you go and how good you are at navigating. It's probably a minimum of 2 days journey, maybe 3.
I don't want to go for another 3 days. I just want to go home.
All right.
I just want my house back. I guess we're not all going to get what we want.
Okay, so just ignore these two. I think the air's a little thin here. So
wait. Can you excuse me?
We're gonna need. Wait. Sorry. What, Cal?
I drag both of you outside.
Oh.
Wait.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Why are we indulging this mess when we could just kill them all, take the shit, and go back to the wizard and try to go home?
I did just heal that one. I would feel weird killing them now. If you had led with that, then I wouldn't have wasted.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, Count. I was about to cut his head off, so.
Right, okay, that's fine. Let's go do that then. Jeez, fine. Let's go.
Well, now that there's like more of them. There was only like the ones in the tavern, and now there's like these ones too.
I was going to kill all the ones in the tavern.
Again, you probably should have led with that.
Oh, what do you want to do? Do you want to chop Bubba's head off?
Bubba, I was going to chop the leader's head off.
Isn't the leader named Bubba? Or was
No.
Bubba
No,
like
that's
a
but
challenger?
Bubba was the big one in the back.
the challenger?
5 foot,
Okay,
the big
alright.
5-footer, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You
I
know
got my
what I
notes wrong
think they
then.
need? I think they need some really strong leadership. And if you were to kick the leader's butt or Bubba's
The leader
butt,
never gave his name.
right.
Yeah.
Maybe you could like take control of the band of goblins and give them a sense of direction and home.
Right. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. We're going to go back in there.
Right.
Act like I'm going to make a demand for torches.
Okay, fair enough. Smart idea.
All right. And when he gives the order for the one goblin that you just healed to go get us some torches, we
It's
jump
very
in,
specific.
take the stuff, and get the hell out of here.
How do you know it's
Alright,
that
good,
goblin
thank
that's
you,
gonna
'cause
go
I'm
get the torches?
tired.
No, you don't go get the torches. The goblin goes and gets the torches.
Right, but you said very specifically the goblin that I healed. How do you know it's gonna be that goblin?
Because that's the only one who's walking right now.
Well, you got the leader and Bubba in there too,
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to tell Bubba to do it.
right?
Yeah, because Bubba looks very flammable right now with all the oil. It's a very good point.
Look very flammable right now. I go back to the tent. Alright, what was your name again?
Can I join your goblin group, please?
What was your name again?
Which one are you talking to? The
To
leader?
the leader, yeah.
Turok.
Turok.
Turok. Turok. Okay,
Turok.
so
Turok.
I was just conferring with
Turok.
I was just conferring with my colleagues here, and I had to explain to them my plan, which is I've already told you what it is. It's very straightforward.
But my concern was the food for the travel.
Right. Well, I was gonna get there. You just gotta wait a little bit. So we're gonna need torches and rations for let's say 4 days. 2 days there, 2 days back. And then we'll get back. Well, I'll bring you the necromancer's head. How's that?
That seems reasonable.
Good.
It will be. I wish I could go with you. It would be great to watch you.
Oh, you could go with us
Destroy
if
the
you
back
want
of
to.
I mean, if you want to come with us, that's fine.
Why
Yeah.
not? Why?
With that, he kind of like even Bubba's like, Well, they just kind of freeze up for a second, just a moment.
Why can't you come with us? What else you know? What? Come.
I mean, you would know where to find the necromancer.
Well,
to
actually,
use
no,
them.
that's a really good idea, Torak. Why don't you and Bubba both come? One, it's more muscle. Two, you know where we're going.
You should
I like
face your fears, otherwise they will always control you.
And you were saying if we have good navigation up there, it won't take us that long. So if you come with us,
He
it won't
says,
take us near.
Shorlack, go get the supplies they asked for.
Right, good. Don't make sure you get enough of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Since we've now got 2 more. Good. Love that. Now we've
Right.
got people coming with us.
Okay,
yes,
so
good.
Jorlak gets up. He kind of gives you a nod, Huss, and that is your name, right? Close enough. Huss.
Huss,
yes.
yeah. Cool
Huss.
girls, but yeah.
Hussy. And they,
Hustle! Hustler!
they,
That's
and
where
so
hustling is
he runs out of the tent.
Odd looks at Cal.
What? Think about it, right? We take them out to the woods, like we're going to go after the necromancer with them. We kill them in the woods. We tell the other goblins they got killed by the necromancer, and we also failed.
Are you like whispering this to Odd in front of them?
No.
No, that's inside your head, and I'm just going, what the hell are you thinking right now?
This is 100% Cal's head.
Odd's like hand is...
Mike Wazowski, no kidding.
Yeah. Odd's kind of looking at Cal, and the hand started to like move toward the belt and then stopped.
And with that, we'll pick this up next time.
Yeah.
We
Thanks
may
for the
go on
game,
an
everybody.
adventure with a couple of goblins who wish we were dead instead.
Oh man. Oh.
This has become a found family show. What are you talking about?
So good. You either it's always the classic dichotomy of do you talk your way out of it or do you fight your way out of it?
Right?
And it sounds like you're trying to do both at the same time.
Love it.
I do like the alternating plans between Odd and Cal that are like, yeah, we're on the same page.
You
We're really not.
I really want to kill Bubba now, though.
Or at least kick Bubba's ass just to prove you can.
Right, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm sorry, 7'4" pit fighter, like Dragonborn, just massive dude.
Right. And every time you got triggered, Bubba was like, you could tell he's itching for the fight too.
He just do that like boob dance.
Yeah, a lot. Maybe put some a little bit more oil on.
I'm crying.
I'm just getting an image of they've CGI'd the Rock down to like 5 foot.
Right. That's a good.
Like 15.
He's like, let me at Cal, brother.
I cannot.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Nice.
Good stuff. Thanks
Thanks,
for the
Brian.
game, everybody.
This was
Thanks
fun.
for
Thank
the
you, Brian.
watchers.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Oh
Has
my
anyone got
God.
anything going on that you would like to talk about before we raid off to somebody?
Do you?
You go, because I'm thinking now.
She's thinking now. No, they are.
I was just gonna plug Adventure Slaying podcast. We just recorded this last week, and so it should be coming out, I think, this week. Don't quote me. But we interviewed Michael Sands of Monster of the Week. He was a great interview. Talked a lot about world building and developing games, and I think it was, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, it's a great interview.
Nice.
So.
Excellent. Maz, got anything?
Yes, I realized I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow on my personal stream, which is also Maz Face. But I'm going to PAX Unplugged this weekend, and I will be streaming live on site with my stream co-star Neo Aoshi. That's Neo_Aoshi. No, it's not on Twitch. I think it's just Neo Aoshi, all one word. I'm gonna find out right now as I keep talking. And we're also going to be releasing some YouTube videos of interviews with some cool creators of games that we're going to be meeting with. It is just all one word. I'm just going to put it in the chat. This is Neo's channel. You can follow both of us. That's PAX Unplugged. I don't know that I have anything else aside from this right now.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. Let's see
Great
next.
to say out loud. It's the only thing I have right now, aside from cons.
Totally fair. Tune in Wednesday on this channel for the next episode of For the Horde of the Dragon Queen, where things have gone sideways, because that's what they do.
What?
And right. And then Friday we have the next episode of Daggerheart: The Broken Spine, and next Saturday we have a one-shot of the Festive 3, which is a D&D module designed by Janelle, who's Boss Jellybean on all the socials. Looking for that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. It's a holiday horror one-shot. I'm super excited.
Love it.
We're going to raid over to Dork Tales. Thanks everybody for joining us today, and we will see you next time.
Stick around for the raid, everybody. Have a good night. Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye.